more can I say?
Top Billin.
Alright, Top Billin, your boy, the Underground King, back again. Back on the QB preview series with a little Seattle flavor on it to show thanks for those guys hitting that thanks button and tipping their waiter. Make sure you do the same. Hit that thanks button and tip your waiter. I started off with Spencer Rattler. I said I was going to do 6 or 7 different QBs and to not be overzealous and start talking about other QBs because I would get to that. I wanted you guys to compartmentalize and just give me feedback on Spencer Rattler, and we can do this in a series. But of course, Seattle people, I'm not going to say all Seattle people, right? It's a certain pocket of Seattle people. For the most part, Seattle, great fans, one of my best fan bases, no doubt about that. Much love to you guys. But a certain segment of the fan base does not actually watch content and certainly doesn't listen in detail when I say, hey, let's just talk about Spencer Rattler. I'll get to these other QBs. And lo and behold, this happened. I was bombarded with comments about Will Levis. Now, listen, this is going to be a study on my man KJ Jefferson, who I believe to be every bit as talented as Will Levis. He showed that last year, right? And this is what happens. I don't want to get on you guys' fan base. I want to get on certain pockets of fan bases, right? You guys had to have heard someone talk about Will Levis because there's no damn way people out in Seattle are watching Kentucky football. The fuck out of here. Somebody said something and you guys ran with it. I'm trying to create a smarter fan. This is a year out from the draft and you guys are already hung up on Will Levis? Will Levis? Now, that's not to say Will Levis is not a good quarterback or a good prospect, but there are plenty of quarterbacks like a Will Levis, just as good and some way better, can do whatever you think Will Levis can do, but even better. And I believe KJ Jefferson may be one of those guys. Remember, I'm not bagging on Will Levis, and I will get to a Will Levis film study sometime soon as well. But I just want to show how some QBs can be propped up. And listen, I'm going to be frank with you. Listen, this is Top Billin, baby. I always give it to you a buck. Some of these white QBs get propped up where a lot of the black QBs have to do extra to get noticed. Now, Will Levis, like I said before, I was seeing what people were saying about Spencer Rattler, talking about, oh, didn't he transfer and got beat out by this? Like, you guys don't know who the hell Will Levis is? He's just now at Kentucky. He was at Penn State before. I've seen every game that Will Levis ever played at Penn State. And, of course, all these games with Kentucky or whatever like that. You can't use that against Spencer Rattler and not say it about Will Levis. And Will Levis, 24 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. One of the comments said, another big season from Will Levis. Well, shouldn't you have to have a big season in the first place to have another one? 2,800 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions is a big season? The fuck out of here. Look at this, man. This man in New Mexico, where would he be without the New Mexico State games where he had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, in the University of Louisiana Monroe game where he had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception? That's 8 touchdowns right there. Think about that. If you look at Spencer Rattler's numbers, he was on his way to having as good a season, if not better. So keep things in perspective there, but you can see here Will Levis definitely a talented player. 24 touchdowns, 66% of his passes and all that. 6'3", 232. The guy can move, good athlete and all this and that. I shudder to think the type of comparisons he's getting for him to be propped up like this, or who talked about him or whatever like that. Somebody told me, but I forgot who talked about him. I think it's maybe some guy that you guys watch in Seattle. I don't watch nobody's shit, so I come with my own thought process here. Now look at KJ Jefferson, 21 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions, 2,600 yards. He barely has 200 yards less than Will Levis, I believe. 2,800 for Will Levis and 353 attempts. So you can see who was a little bit more accurate of the quarterbacks there. You got 67% of your passes completed, only 4 interceptions, 2,600 yards, and almost 60 less attempts. Think about that. And look at the defenses he has to face. He plays in the toughest division in the sport. Will Levis plays in one of the most overrated divisions in the sport. Even though it's in the SEC and you got that powerhouse freak team in Georgia, and then you have a team like Florida that can be pretty good sometimes. It's just not recently or just last year or whatever like that, but not really known for really good defenses. This man's playing against teams that are known for really good defenses, like Alabama, Auburn, even Mississippi State has top 25 defenses, and he still had to play against Georgia himself and Texas A&M, another team with a top defense, and he produced 21 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, and you guys aren't talking about him. He's 6'3", 245, and has a rocket arm. He plays football just like you guys would like. I'm telling you that right now. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, remember, I'm only doing this not saying that I think Seattle will have a bad season or anything. I'm doing this because Seattle set itself up really good in the draft with those multiple first-round picks. And when you set yourself up good like that and you do good the previous draft of just putting pieces around a potential quarterback, hey, sky's the limit. So on this one right here, I'm going to be nice. Y'all know me, man. I don't give a rip about no deep ball, right? To a certain degree, obviously. You got to have the vertical pass in this day and age, but I don't swing on it like most cats out there. I'm all about precision passing, the middle game. I'm about the rhythm and timing portion, all the shit where 85% of your offense lies upon, or lies within. So think about that. But on this one right here, this man is such a good deep ball thrower. Check this out right here. You're going to have pretty much a wheel skinny post combination going here. Got a little chicken fighting at the beginning right here, but my man gets loose, and you can see him uncork that thing. Look at him lead a man astray with his eyes. Look what he did to the safety. Oh, we got to go back on that one right here. Definitely looks to be man-free coverage. You got some real nasty shit going on right here. Baya! My man right there, he took a cold one and spataya. He's running sleep. Right? But when you can run sleep and you can run fast and still get it, look what my man did to the safety. The eye manipulation on Swole led that man astray. You can see it better on the other angle here. But look, I want y'all to just look at this. The ease of motion. I like the nice classic motion with that. Oh, my God. That's even better than I thought. Oh, just a flick of the wrist right there, damn near. And you can see right there, that thing is sailing. Like Christopher Cross. Why do I know that? I shouldn't know stuff like that. But that man in the end zone like that, that's hard. I want you to look at it from this direction. Nothing. Come on. Look at this. He short-stepped it, not really driving off that back leg. Look, the back leg not flying all the way up in the air because he heave-hoed it, but he barely stepped into it. And look at this. Nice ease of motion. Man, I ain't going to lie. He don't necessarily play like this guy, but he kind of throws like him with that number 1 on. I know you guys remember that cat Warren Moon with that over-the-top delivery. That's very Warren Moon-esque right there. Warren Moon was the dude. Love seeing him operate that run and shoot in Houston. But, hey, this man KJ Jefferson throwing just like that. And I know you guys were like that from the previous quarterback in Seattle, who some of y'all come to the channel and say, you don't even care about the Seahawks no more because they don't have that quarterback. I ain't even going to mention that dude's name anymore. That's how gangsta I am with mine. And listen, I'm a neutral observer right out here in Baltimore, baby, doing my thing. But you guys got to go beyond that, right? Next man up, KJ Jefferson, and a host of others that I'll get to can be that. You guys got to step off and leave that dude where he was and where he is. All right, I want y'all to check this sequence out right here. Now, listen, he plays for Sam Pittman, one of the greatest offensive line coaches in the game, period. And his offensive coordinator is Kendall Browse. So they do some creative stuff up there. They got some pro-style elements in there mixed in with a lot of spread principles there. But check him navigate this out right here. You can see that top side ISO right there. He's going in almost like he's going to be on the center. They're changing stuff up. He's telling everybody what he's going to do. Then he's going to go top side right here. Got to hurry it up, right? But look at this. Look how he gets it there. Oh, goes back shoulder on him, reading the leverage, and then he lets Treylon Burks do the work from there all the way there. Once again, he's going to read the leverage there on this back shoulder fade. Now, listen. He was absolutely destroying Josh Jobe right there, making that man out of community pussy. Now, listen, we all know what that is. We all been there before. Hey, some of you women are listening like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. Chances are it was probably you. So your man Josh Jobe right here getting turned into the competition aspect of it. Doesn't get any better than going against Alabama, except maybe Georgia or whatever like that. But this is just as good. Nothing but NFL players out there on that field. We can see this man was slicing Alabama up something serious, straight up. All right, let's get to some of the stuff that I like, right? Let's look at the rhythm and timing portion of this. Right here, I believe you'll have a flat route coming and then 2 slants coming behind that. He does a good job of navigating this over-under coverage with the linebacker right here, Henry T, sinking underneath. And I believe you have Jordan Battle right here going over the top there. Look at this virgin tight window my man is able to navigate. Right off the pull here, and that's nasty. He didn't allow that man a chance to run. You know, he got knocked out, but still, one more time, full speed on that. Right here. And look at that cock and fire motion. That's what having that quick release can get you. People underestimate or they underrate having a quick release. And you can see it right here. Cock and fire, boom. Oh my goodness. One more time, full speed on that one. That ping, yaka. Got him with the yaka, baby. Look at it go in there. Let's look. Hey, great job right here. We can see the mechanics of it. Right? Not really having to take any crossover step. He's already at depth. This one right here, he holds it close to the vest. I like that. If someone was to come and rake at that, it's very close to his body. He's got it with those strong hands there. Steps towards the target. Over the top delivery. Nothing 3/4 about that. Launches that bad boy. And then you can see it right there sailing again. And oh my God. Small window right there of opportunity, and he gets it there. Love seeing that. Vert, drag, over. Then looks like you have sort of an in-breaking route, or kind of a lazily run route there. Now, this is an empty rep, meaning there was no completion. However, you can see going against Malachi Moore here, to me, one of the dopest DBs there is out there. Him able to fit this through a tight window, and Treylon Burks here, he just simply drops it. But this was a very well thrown pass. This is why you can't just look at the stats, right? You can't stats gawk. Look at this. This wasn't on him. Oh, if you see it from this direction, you'll see what I'm talking about right here. Front facing play action fake, and it is right there. That's the thing. That's something you just have to corral. That's how you help out your quarterback right there, especially when people out here popping up other cats and not giving him the time of day here. Step into that bad boy. Look, staring down the gun barrel, putting lead on targets right here. Tell me this isn't a great pass. Maybe Treylon's hand was held or something right there, but he couldn't even get both hands on it. But that's exactly where you would want to put that there. That, my friends, is accuracy. You can see the type of game that he had. Over 300 yards, I think, completing over 70% of his passes against Alabama. Come on now. I love this quick hitting concept right here. You'll pretty much get Treylon Burks out in the flat. Couple of in-breaking routes by the tight end here. Same deal going on over here. He almost could have had a touchdown on both sides right here. But you can see the innate accuracy here, hitting Treylon on the run exactly where you want to hit him so he can turn upfield and baya, made Malachi Moore jackhammer himself, right? Pause. One more again here. You can see him able to read the leverage. The cornerback right here going with that in-breaking route, which is going to leave a naked flat here. And some of you dudes think I'm talking about chicken wings. I'm talking about a flat route out here with nobody on him. Malachi Moore having to work through traffic, but look at where the pass is damn near right on the face mask so he can turn that bad boy upfield and spataya. Boom. Slept the man. Pause. Right in the end zone. Let's look at it from this direction. Cock and fire. No rhythm pat or anything, I don't believe, on this one. Yeah, he just finds the laces. No rhythm pat, just gets it out of there very quickly. And you can see, boom, if that was behind him, he had to contort his body or anything, maybe Malachi Moore is able to. He's a very good tackler. It's very much like Tyrann Mathieu out there. He's the Honey Badger light. But as you see right there, Bing gets himself a mini concussion because my man's able to grab the ball, gets upfield, and boom. He went to sleep, woke back up when he hit the turf, and the man was in the end zone. Here's an interesting concept built off the back of a pretend screen. So you got a faux screen here. You're looking like Treylon Burks going to be getting hit right here. You get a block and release. So almost two vertical routes being ran in conjunction with each other here. And you can see the coverage with DeMarco Hellams here having to get there. He has to put lead on targets on this one, put a little mustard on and get it there. And he does so with ease. Look at that. Got the pump. Then you can see that window there. Oh, had to get that. If he had lollipop that bad boy, it could possibly be broken up or maybe even picked off, but not a chance. Here's another aspect that I know you guys will like. Now, this right here reminds me of Cam Newton. Now, he kind of reminds me of a Cam Newton, except I think he's just a much better natural passer. You'll see a power read here where they got looks like it could be a faux sweep, but you got him working between the tackles, but he gets vertical through the line of scrimmage, and he's able to lower his shoulder on people. You can see right here, and you can use him between the pipes. Bah! Look at that. A man cleaning up DBs and kicking them in the back of their dome piece and everything like that. Playing a physical brand of football. See right here, pulling the guards there, getting them through. It's pretty much just play action, right? Play action, kind of a power play there. But you can see him running through arm tackles there and lowering the shoulder on DBs. This type of stuff can translate. The man's nearly 250 pounds as well. So y'all remember how good Cam Newton was at one particular point in time. Just imagine him with just much better everything as far as the passing game goes, right? No disrespect to Cam Newton out there, man. I just never was a fan of him as a pure passer. I really do like KJ Jefferson in that pure passing aspect. Look at this. You can also get him out on the perimeter. You get orbit motion here by Dominique Johnson, Big Dominique there, the running back. And you'll get this counter play, which gets him out on the edges. And he gets to meet DeMarco Hellams here out on the perimeter. And he breaks down in space and makes a very good safety miss. Check this out. Breaking down in space and whoop, nothing. He's cleaned up by Brian Branch at the end there, but it's Alabama. You got to expect that there. But look at this. Oh, he can detach, right? It was nothing open real quick. You can see him chaining through his progressions real quick. Nothing there. Then detaches from the pocket and spataya, just softening up the defense. But I got to see that perimeter run again. Look at that. Look it off, glance it, and then just gives him a baby hezzy, right? Hitting with the baby muscle relaxer, right? The little toddler strength muscle relaxer. He didn't really even do nothing. He just kind of broke down the space a little bit and then reaccelerated. And then Hellams couldn't even get a hand on him. Oh, big man moving right there. Now, that definitely reminds me a little bit of Cam Newton right there. All right, check out my man Feather the Clutch right here. You get this fake split zone and, oh, see, man, a lot of people can't put a touch on a pass like that. You get the overhang defender here coming, Henry T, and he's all in his grill. My man has to just pretty much hit him with a fadeaway jumper, right? Like my boy David Wingate from right here in Baltimore. Anybody remember him out there? I know some of y'all might, but look at that. Touch on that bad boy, leads him out to daylight, and nothing but air, space, and opportunity for Burks to get himself a first down and even get out of bounds, save himself a little bit. All right, last one right here, and I'm out. I love this play. You can see him, nothing there. Now look at him navigate the sanitation and boom. Keeping his eyes upfield, not necessarily detaching just the run, right? I'm not sure what my man Warren Thompson, why he died on the sword like that, but look at that. Nothing there. Look at that. Ooh, he had to get by the great Will Anderson, potential #1 overall pick right here. But that's why you like going against a team like Alabama and doing your studies on teams like that, right? That dude normally has you, no doubt about that, him and his 30 sacks or whatever he had last season. But listen, he has an evacuation plan. When he's leaving those exit wounds right there, boom, right where it needs to be, and boom. Dope. All right, y'all. See you on the next one. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.